Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now in today's video, we are here with the most swords mod. As you can see, if we open this chest, it adds a whole bunch of swords. These are the swords that I wanted. These aren't all the swords in the mod, but they're the swords I thought were the coolest. So we're gonna go ahead and, actually I want to get all these swords really quick and then bring them over to here. Because over here, we have the zombie dispenser. And if you hit this button, a zombie will be summoned. But we're gonna be trying out all these swords today. Each one has their own crafting recipe too, which we will go over as we try them out. So as you can see, this is the iron redstone sword. You'll need one iron sword in the middle. You need a redstone, and a block of redstone to make an iron redstone sword. It does 6.5 hearts of damage. So, or actually it does, well, I forgot to put the zombies in the dispenser. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. I filled the zombie dispenser up. As you can see, we got zombies now. I need to set the time tonight, but as you can see, hitting a zombie with the iron redstone sword will cause it mining fatigue and hunger. So that's a pretty cool weapon. I don't know what the durability is, unfortunately. Hold on, let me see if I can, if I got the right thing. There you go. The durability is 261, so the actual durability of the weapon, I think, goes down compared to the iron sword. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a really good weapon if you want to try it. Our next weapon is the Lapis Lazuli sword. It has 131 durability, and if we summon a zombie right here, once you hit a zombie, it'll drop experience everywhere, and it's really, really cool to use. Let's go ahead and check this out. You require 2 Lapis Lazuli blocks and then an emerald stick in the middle, which you just need 2 emeralds for, and I think you can actually craft an emerald slash sword with that too, so that's pretty awesome. Our next weapon is the wooden Cactus sword, which does 6.5 hearts of damage. It's very powerful, but whenever hitting an enemy, you have a chance to get pricked by your own sword. So yeah, it's good. It has a high damage for early game, but you take damage as well while using it. So be careful while using the wooden Cactus sword. You'll need 1 wooden sword and 2 cactuses on top. Not to mention the durability is lower than the freaking wood sword. So our next weapon is the iron slime sword. You'll need 1 iron sword, a slime block, and a slime ball on top. And what the sword does is if you right click, you get jump boost 3, and you can jump very, very high. And not to mention that the sword does 6 damage. It also has a durability of 250. Anyway, so if you hit these zombies, also it causes them nausea for like 30 seconds. So it can really disorientate your target if you're in a PvP match. Our next weapon is the Dragon Breath Diamond Sword. What you need is 1 diamond sword and then 2 Dragon Breath, and then you have yourselves the Dragon Breath Diamond Sword. Or you can get the stick and then 2 Dragon Breath Diamonds, which you just do that. Then you can make yourself a Dragon Breath Diamond Sword. But basically what the sword does is that it'll actually do 4 damage of magic. So if you don't know what magic damage is, it's basically like a potion of harming in a way. If we go ahead and summon a zombie right here, as you can see, 5 damage. But oh wait, never mind. Actually, wait, is this thing broken? I don't think. No, actually, the sword's broken. It's not doing the extra 4 magic damage that it's supposed to do. That's kind of weird. Our next weapon is the Frozen Diamond Sword, 7 attack damage. As you can see, hitting them with it pretty much freezes your enemy, and they can't move at all. To make the Frozen Diamond Sword, you need stick, 2 diamonds, a packed ice, and snow on top to make yourselves the Frozen Diamond Sword. Our next weapon is the Cave Spider Sword, and it's a fairly complicated crafting recipe. You need stick, 2 spider eyes, 2 leather, a black wool, and an iron sword to make yourself the Cave Spider Sword. But what the sword does is it obviously poisons the enemy. Unless they're undead, then it actually won't. But right-clicking with the sword doesn't do anything as well. It has 310 durability and 6.5 damage. Our next weapon is the Beacon Sword. You need a diamond sword, a beacon in the middle, golden apple, no, but not any golden apple. You need an enchanted golden apple on the top, plus 2 obsidian on the side. Then you have yourselves the Beacon Sword. If we go ahead and hit an enemy with it, as you see, all it really does is just do extra damage until you right-click. Oh, okay, I thought I have a right-click ability, but apparently not. The Beacon Sword is just like a diamond sword that does more damage, but the durability is noticeably improved, and maybe it's more enchantable as well. I'm not sure. Our next sword is the Prismarine Sword. It does 6.5 damage. To make it, all you need is a stick, 2 Prismarine shards, and 2 Prismarine crystals on the side. So let's just go ahead and summon another zombie right here. As you can see, that does a pretty good amount of damage to them, but doesn't do any other effects. It's just a pretty basic sword. Our next sword is an extremely overpowered sword, if not one of the best swords in the entire game, the Bugged Diamond Sword. 16.5 damage. You need bugged diamonds, a block of diamond, and a diamond sword. Yeah, this is very overpowered because you need 3 bugged diamonds, which requires 3 nether stars, 4 beacons, a block of diamond, and a golden apple, or an enchanted golden apple on the top. And it's very, very powerful because it has a chance to literally delete the enemy from existence. It's a pretty low chance though, so you'll have to like hit him multiple times to see. But as you see, once it like deletes the enemy from existence, you won't get any drops, but it does, like, pretty much cancel the entire fight. So imagine using this thing in, PvP. It's gonna be, it's unbalanced as all heck, but it does have a low durability to balance it out. Our next sword is the gas sword, and you can't even craft this for some reason, but it does 7.5 damage, as you can see. Pretty basic sword until you start unless you charge it up here, which it's not charging like it's supposed to. Okay, well that's kind of weird. I don't know what's up with that, but the gas sword is supposed to shoot like a big fireball which explodes, but unfortunately it's bugged, so I don't think so. Our next sword is the furnace sword. To make it, you'll need a stone coal sword, which this is how you make it, by the way, and then you can get yourselves 2 cobblestone, a furnace, a blazed rod, and then 2 coal on the side to make yourself the furnace sword. And it does exactly what you might expect. It usually lights the enemy on fire. I mean, it's supposed to light the enemy on fire. I'm not sure why it's not doing that, but 5.5 damage. It's a pretty good sword. Our next sword is the Elder Guardian Sword, 8.5 attack damage, and you'll need a Guardian Sword, which you make with this stuff, and then you can put 2 diamond blocks on the middle, prismarine on these, and then sponges in the outside corners to make yourself the Elder Guardian Sword. Hitting an enemy with it will cause massive mining fatigue to them. And yeah, the Elder Guardian Sword has 2,451 durability. It's an extremely durable sword. And our next sword is the Enderman Sword, which has a chance to teleport the enemy, or yeah, as you can see, it also teleports you as well if you want to do that. So hold on, just let it recharge really quick. It does 7.25 attack damage and has 1,656 durability. But as you can see, you can charge it up, and then it'll shoot an ender pearl and teleport you without even damaging you. And this is how you make it. You need 4 ender scales, an ender pearl, a diamond sword, and a blaze rod. Our next sword is another extremely overpowered sword, the Wither Sword. You'll need 2 nether stars, a diamond sword on both sides, a blaze rod, wither skeleton skull, wither bone, and wither blood, which I think you just get by wither bone on a glass bottle. So as you can see, this is the Wither Sword. I think it has a chance of no, it can't shoot it like a thing, but as you can see, this is a very powerful sword that'll inflict wither on the enemy upon hitting them. So we're just gonna smack him a couple of more times. There you go. And that was actually a boss zombie, so he dropped some extra loot. But it's a very powerful sword that inflicts withering. Our next sword is the Shulker Sword. You'll need an end crystal, 2 diamonds, 4 shulker shells on the outside to make yourself the Shulker Sword. What this does is, of course, because it's a shulker weapon, it kind of makes the enemy levitate, and then pop. There you go. It does a lot of damage, and the Shulker Sword is very powerful if you want to send your enemy flying, and then you can shoot them with a bow while they're flying up. And it also has 1,861 durability. Our next weapon is the End Crystal Sword, which actually might break this dispenser, so I actually want to get to that last. But this is the Valhalla Sword. To make Valhalla ingots, you'll need iron on each side, feather on each side, and a block of diamond in the middle to make the Valhalla Sword. So basically what the sword does is, it's basically the Shulker Sword, but even more powerful because it just sends them flying up even faster. It has 2,861 durability and 7.5 damage. And the final sword for today is the End Crystal Sword. 7.5 attack damage, 2 ender crystals in the middle, blocks of diamonds on each side, and blaze rod in the middle, or in the bottom, whatever. And then you just summon that, and as you can see, it that's why I used it last, because the End Crystal Sword is absolutely overpowered, and once it explodes, I think it removes about 400 or 500 durability from the sword. So the sword can break pretty fast, but the explosion is extremely powerful, even against you. So use the End Crystal Sword with caution. But anyways, that is the useless swords mod. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked, make sure to leave a like, dislike if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want more Minecraft mod reviews, mob battles, you name it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.